Hey y'all, it's Anime Cam, today I'm going to be reading the 36th episode of Captain Tsubasa. And I gotta give credit, this episode kind of did a good job of, at the very least, making Soda's character a bit redeeming, because in the previous episode, it really just gave off the impression that he was like just a scum, and he was a shitty piece of shit with no redeeming qualities. And I like how in this episode it characterized him as, no, he's not really like that. He's actually a pretty cool individual. Because he was cheering Tsubasa on after they lost, saying that he hopes they become champions and that Tsubasa can complete, he has faith that Tsubasa can complete his drive someday. And I kind of like that characterization because it gives sort of the kind of personality that on the court, he is a savage man and he's going to do anything to fucking win, even if it's a bit dirty and questionable. But off the court, he's an upstanding citizen. And I kind of like that because even in real life, there are football players kind of like that, and even in other sports, there are players that, on the court, they're kind of scumbags when it comes to, they'll play rough to the extent that it might be a bit dirty, but off the court, they're upstanding citizens, so that's pretty cool that the anime has a character like that. And then, I kind of like how this episode is seemingly building up towards, if Tsubasa masters his drive shot, that there's a chance that they might actually use Tsubasa for the fucking national team at such a young age if he matches that shot. And when I heard that, I was so fucking hyped. Shit. Now, if there's any way to hype up a possible Olympic Games or World Cup, that is the way of doing it. So that was also another positive about this episode. It's opening those doors, so that when it actually does appear, at least as an audience member, we'll be somewhat prepared, but not prepared for the hype that's going to come from those events. So that's also another positive about the episode. And as for other things that were really, really good, I'm going to say, while the animation wasn't so good this episode, at the very least for like the scenes where there's like a goal, or the scene where Hyuga's doing like this uber epic football shot towards like this concrete wall and it does a fucking crack. At the very least, those scenes were, whew, they popped in a big way and they bulged off the screen. And please, anyone, don't take that out of context. Now, I gotta say, gotta give anime's props to that, because if scenes like this are already epic, I just can't not imagine the epicness we're gonna see once we're gonna see more of these epic football shots later on in the episodes. When you see like maybe Furano's team's gonna have Matsuyama in like a serious scene where he's gonna have to do uber epic shot, or even the twins. It makes you curious to see what's gonna be their uber epic shot now that they're a bit older. So that's another good, cool thing about this episode. It gives you a taste of what's to come, and then it leaves you wanting more, but in all the good ways. So that was a good way of doing some build-up with the Hyuga shot. And then at the same time, it makes you sympathize with him when he tells his family that he's with the spat with him, and that after he graduates, he's going to work and all of that, but he's still going to play football in his own time. And when he says that, it's pretty much the poor being kicked down. I kind of felt for him. So that was also another nice thing about this episode, because it makes Hyuga much more endearing, and if he perseveres through this, it's going to make him a stronger and more fleshed out character. And I love that. Hyuga, if there's anything this anime also does well, it's just Hyuga's character development. He just feels just a lot more fully realized, where there are times where I feel more for his struggles than Tsubasa's struggles sometimes. Just to see him like that. Damn. I still want Tsubasa to win though, because, well, he's fucking epic. But Hyuga, if he wins this whole tournament, I wouldn't mind that end result either. And as for other things, I also like how this episode sets up Toho Academy's other players. It sets them up for physical development and character development. Because when they had to beat a team without Hyuga, I feel like it's going to set it up to the point where if Toho Academy's team starts winning multiple matches as it progresses, And then if Hyuga does come back, it's going to make their team even more stacked because everyone else in Toho Academy is now having more opportunities to score. And it's going to make any team that has to guard Toho Academy with Hyuga later on, it's going to make them struggle more because now there's going to be players that are going to be more versatile now that they're trying to play games without being carried by Hyuga. I mean, they're still being carried to an extent by Wakashimazu and Swada, but now it's going to have the team fend for themselves. So that's also a nice dynamic because when Toho Academy, if they play against Tsubasa's team, they're going to be more stronger. So that's also a nice thing going for the episode as well. And then I like how I had comedy with Sane still not convincing the Tsubasa. Like right when she felt like she was gonna shoot her shot, and then she didn't do it. I was like, fuck. But at the same time, it was kind of endearing because at a person of her age, at times a person might be shy. And I like how this episode had everyone like trying to like encourage Sane and Tsubasa to like confess each other in like subtle ways. Those scenes were pretty adorable too. And it made for a pleasant experience. And that's why I'm going to rate this episode a 7 out of 10. I mean, the soundtrack wasn't too much to hit home about, but then again, there wasn't much to work with, so Hayato saving the OSTs for future episodes, that's understandable. I'm not going to complain about it, but I'm not going to give praise either to the OST. So it got the job done. The animation got the job done because while the football shots were great, it was still a few still shots. Like when there were a few passes, there were a few still frames, and during the match, while there were a few good scenes here and there that didn't involve football shots, it still hampered the episode just a little bit, but not enough because this episode's still a bit above average. Because in my skill, 5 is average, and anything above 5 is above average in my skill. And yeah, these are pretty much just my overall thoughts on the episode. So anyways, guys and gals, comment down your thoughts on the episode below in the comment section. Rate the video. Subscribe if you want to see more Captain Tsubasa reviews or reactions or any of my other content. And I'll see you guys probably on the 12th. I'm not 12th. I'm probably going to see you guys on the 19th. On the 19th of next week or maybe the 17th because the 12th is going to be busy because I'm going to have 3 final exams the day after and I got to stay focused on that. But don't worry, everyone. That Golden Conway video on the 10th, that's going to be ahead of schedule. Just so y'all know. Alright, have a great and safe day everyone. Bye-bye.